From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. Cheetah. Mike 27. Let's go. Top runner. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For Jalen Waddle, he was known for his run-after-the-catch ability at Alabama, and he uses that speed to punish the defense here.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll make this a second down. Now a give, right side. Savage. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Savage. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, Savage. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Tight end. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Browns drive about to get started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Chubb will get the call running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. 6-0 our score after one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A strong, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Savage. Oh boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, right back to Etienne. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now back to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Savage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Lawrence on the sneak. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, watch
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Set. 60 out, Lord. Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's a 2nd down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
8-3, X3, 218, chop.
Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, Jeff. Remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run. Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 74 yards. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They run it again with Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. It's Etienne. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go with Chubb on second down. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Lawrence on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So, Charles,